Now, is today a good time to buy an investment property? Well, the information is so mixed and random, and some people are saying that if you don't get in now and buy a property, basically you'll never get in. It's the end, it's over. Other people are saying now is not the time, the bubble's going to burst. But the reality is, you can't control those aspects of things. You need to then be clear on what it is you want, be clear on why you're doing it, then look at your money, your finances, and that leads you to your strategy. So then, is it worth buying in areas where people are telling you you're going to get capital growth? Well, the reality is we've had pretty high capital growth in the last few years, and if we would have looked into the future back in 2019, none of us would have predicted that we'd still be having growth in a period where inflation, interest rates, and economically we're in such poor shape. So, and a lot of those things have been manufactured to a large degree around interstate migration, incentives through government, and now migration, and a lack of supply, which is driving that market. Now, does it mean I would rush out and go and buy a property just so I don't miss out? No, I would never ever do that. That's a really poor reason to do it. Would I go and do it just to get tax deductions? No, because ultimately I want to be in a position where I have the option not to work, not have a house where I need to work to get tax deductions. Big difference there. So guys, you need to really consider that whole process, because a lot of the properties that are being promoted by marketeers and developers and builders, yes, they're at a cheap price, but they're at a cheap price because their location is not as desirable. It's because the land is cheaper there and they're building a lower quality spec house. So buying a new house in a low quality area does not mean you necessarily get a good investment. And then they say, well, you're going to have to wait for the market to go up to make your money. Well, the reality is, even if the value goes up, that's equity. That doesn't help your cash flow, especially if you're servicing an interest rate that's 6% plus, and you're paying that shortage out of your own pocket in after-tax dollars. So seriously, guys, you really need to consider what is the best option, and the best option is not whether I should buy or not. The best option is following the 4 steps to get clear on what you want in the future. So why are you doing this? What's motivating you? What's your reason for your family, for your future, for security, for freedom, whatever it is? Then looking at your money and looking at what have I got to play with, and then looking at your lending options, which is finance, and then to your profile, your star profile, to find out where you sit and what's going to be most suitable for you. Guys, I've got a webinar coming up. I'm going to be talking a lot about these things. It'll be really, really helpful to make informed, smart decisions consciously, and not maximize your position and avoid costly mistakes. See you soon.